Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with May the 18th. May I Scraplift You? And today we are scraplifting some of my favorites. This is the Scrappy Sisters. I adore them and this layout just screamed at me. I loved it so much and it made me think about these pictures of my grandson in his outer space bathing suit. I'm going to use these embellishments from Tracy Reed Designs and these papers. I've got these three Distress Oxide crayons that I think match really well. And then I have this cute little Bruce Monroe stamp set that I want to use, and these dies for stars. And then I have this one that says to the moon and back, but I don't end up using that on the layout, but I do cut it out. So but I have my papers, including my Vicky Bouton mixed media paper, my embellishments, my dies, the crayons, these pictures, and this amazing layout. So let's see how this goes. So we are also celebrating the Scrappy Sisters for hitting 4,500 subscribers. Yay, congrats, girls. Does not surprise me at all. I adore not just your creativity. I love listening to you all, not just because I love your accents, but I also just love to listen to their stories. It's so neat. And I'm so glad I found them, 5 years ago probably. So they're one of the first ones that I started listening to and watching, along with State Goddess and some of the other lovelies. So I'm using the Distress Crayons by Tim Holtz, and I used Faded Jeans, Fired Brick, and Weathered Wood because I thought those three colors went best with the collection or the papers and embellishments that I had with these loosey-goosey goodies. And I thought that this collection screamed for this layout and this outfit because it's got the reds, the blues, the white, the different shades in there. Of course, it's outer space. And I love how this turned out. Like, this is one of my favorites so far this month. And I've already done 19 layouts for the month, not including my other hops and stuff that I couldn't combine. So really, I've already done like 23 layouts this month, and this is definitely my top 3. So I mapped my pictures on some of the leftover papers from the collection, and then I matted them in white first and then in the paper from the collection. And I'm just going to make sure that the stars that are from those same papers get tucked down behind the opposite. So I have the star paper and I'm tucking that behind the heart paper, and then the heart stars are behind the star paper. So, and then once they start coming out further and they're not right against there, I'm going to, I'll tuck some in there. But I just start putting them in and kind of loosey-gooseying them all over. I love the patterns and, of course, all the stars and the hearts and stuff and the colors. It looks very patriotic, honestly. But it is not at all. This was in April for spring break. That's what I'm working on documenting for May I Scraplift You this month. And so I'm just tucking all the stars in, getting them. I want the entire outline of this, the pictures, to be covered with stars. And so I did take water to my distress crayons once I was done. Some of the lines are a little wider and bulkier than I originally had thought, but I do love how it all turned out, and so I'm okay with that. Now, I did make a mistake. Well, not really a mistake, but other than the fact that I had a bit of the crayon stuck to, I guess, my wrist or the bottom of my hand, and when I went to push the picture down, I left a blob of crayon on my grandson's face, right on his nose. So I don't know how well you can see it, I wipe it off as best I can, not because I think it's going to go away, because I don't know and think that, but I wanted to make sure I didn't get my arm in it again and make it worse, or get the other picture. Because the other picture is tucked in, it would be a little harder to replace. So I am going to finish up dealing with the stars, and then I'm working on a title, but I realize I want to put the title over the bottom corner of the picture, so I go ahead and replace the picture. It wasn't terrible, and after I wiped it off, really it wasn't that bad at all, but it was still there. Like, he's already got like a little shadowing right there on the inside of that eye. This just made it look like he had black eye. I don't want to go back later, 10 years ago. I don't remember AJ having a black eye at the beach. So I used this little title, says Over the Moon, and I felt like that was pretty darn appropriate. And then I'm going to just start tucking little things in, like a little pair of sunglasses that are really cute, which obviously is fitting for this layout, and a little circle that says You Amaze Me. I've used the little itty bitty stars on here on the outside, kind of just as extra filler. And then like You Are Adorable, I thought that was very fitting of this layout. And then the little heart that I tuck in on that flag up in the top left corner of the clusters. And then I put this little You Are My Sweetheart on here. And then I have, like I said, this Brutus Monroe Make Today Amazing stamp and die combo that I got. And it is so stinking cute. And since, my grandson's name is Apollo, we do a lot of outer space theme, obviously. And so this little astronaut's like peeking out of a black hole or something. It is so cute. I plan on using it a lot, and it comes with the die cut and everything. So I just did it with the black soot today. And then I stamped the Make Today Amazing as well. In the future, I'll probably try some different things, but for now, I thought that it would help it kind of stand out a little bit. But that is it. That is the end of this layout. I am so excited for how it turned out. I love, love, love this. I hope you will go and check out the Scrappy Sisters, who are amazing. Their information will be below on day 18. And also, you can find them on Instagram, YouTube, all the places. I just adore listening to them. Congratulations, girls, for hitting 4,500 subscribers. Like I said, no shock there. Please go check out everybody else who's hopping along with me. I Scraplift You, because there are lots of lovely, inspirational layouts there from the beginning. And then, of course, what people create. I love watching how people take something and make it their own. And sometimes it's like an exact scrap lift, and sometimes, like, this one's pretty darn close. And sometimes they're completely different, and they just take little bits and pieces from a layout. But I adore how this turned out. I love how those crayons turned out. So I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up if you like my video and or my layout. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and scrapping with me today. Hope you'll come back and see me again very soon. Have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.